day.
Hey, buddy, how's about I buy you around? Drinks on me all day. I'm getting laid tonight. You see that blonde in the cage upstairs? I finally got the courage to ask her to fuck. Best part, she didn't slap me. Damn, I wish I was that slick. You're damn right. This uniform smells like booze, blood, and piss. Me and the fellas keep clean ones upstairs. So how's about you get me a fresh one? I'll see what I can do about getting cleaned up and practicing my dirty talk.
That's a bit forward, but I can't see any harm in it. So, I used to be a lounge singer for a swanky club called Clarity in Jericho, Utah. The club's profits started to sink, and the owner sold it to some sleazy Brahmin rancher, Jeff T. Wiggins. I'll likely never forget him or his demands. Let's just say the crowd changed, and my outfits got progressively slinkier. The day he handed me a roll of duct tape and a thong, I left town for good. Sang for my supper along the roads, hitching rides with caravans headed through Zion. Along the way, I came across the Crusaders and joined up. So here I am. Must have been my destiny, too. Back in my singing days, I had an old magazine featuring an interview with P-Town Radio. I always dreamed about what it must have been like to sing there, to be on the radio. I could have been famous like the gorgeous blonde on the cover. Well, I should get back to work now. I could blather on about me for ages, but we might miss some vital intel on the NCR. See you around, though. Hey there, how can I... It's perfect! NCR chatter is coming in loud and clear. Hopefully the NCR brass talks more about troop movements than lunch options. I just jinxed myself. They're talking about movements a nasty breakfast gave them. Never gonna look at sugar bombs the same way. Ugh. That aside, tell Clements the ear hears all.
Right behind.
You came? I think I had one too many vodka tonics.
Good to see you again. Fantastic. This will definitely give us a drop on old Blackthorn and his pals. Once again, you proved yourself invaluable. My deepest thanks. You're quite the infiltrator. Here, I figured these might help you out. Molly found some old Watts rifles rusting away and did her magic to it. Molly wanted to call them Hell's Ambassadors, but we decided it might be best to just go with Energy Sniper Rifle. A bit less pretentious. Anyways, consider it my thank you. Good to see you again.
Welcome, young blood. It's all been squared away, unthunked and polished like trophies by the mechanics. Take a look.
a pleasure to see you again. Oh? Since you are the one who is striving for peace between us and the NCR, I feel it is only appropriate that you deliver my request for a peace talk. You certainly changed my mind about the matter. So too, I hope you can warm Blackthorn to a chance at peace. Deliver my message and return here ASAP.
Hold up there, Chief. I'm afraid you can't take that hardware onto the base. You have to leave your weapons with me. We've gotten reports that you've been seen working with those Brotherhood wannabes. True or not, let's just say that makes you a risk. If it's any consolation, I'll log everything to ensure you get all of your items safely returned. Now please hand over your weapons. There's no arguing. You're a risk. We just can't take the chance you're here to do more than just talk. Besides, it's not like I'm keeping them. Just turn over the damn weapons and we can both move on with our day, alright? Thank you. I'll log these in. Just a second to make sure the paperwork is in order. Here, bring this ticket back and I'll return all your items. No ticket, no stuff. Got me?
You must be the visitor the gate called in. How can I help you? We've had some security problems lately. It's all classified, so don't bother asking. Hence Doherty in a booth and me playing greeter. For the record, I'm not thrilled either about having to escort visitors like some damn maid. If they want me to start dusting windows, I'll scream. Now, what are you here for? That's a hell of a request. Sorry, but I gotta ask. Why do you need to see the General? Crusaders. Ah, the Brotherhood break-offs or whatever. Gotcha. Glad to see you're willing to extend an olive branch before shit gets ugly between us. My squad had a couple run-ins with your scouts and exchanged some fire and lost some blood, so excuse me if I'm a little raw about your buddies. It's not like you're those Legion shitheads, but the NCR and the Brotherhood's history ain't sugar and sunshine. In truth, I thought it'd be a bloodbath. But if you're really here to negotiate peace, damn, I really hope you can do it. Actually move us forward for once instead of stuck on old wounds. Well, that's enough shooting the shit for now. Come on, I'll take you to Blackthorn. He's usually in his office around this time. General Blackthorn, sir? I got someone here from the Crusaders to talk about setting up a peace treaty.
Hawkins, you better not be drunk again. I swear to God, woman.
Nope, sober as a cold day, General. I couldn't believe it myself, but hell, we might as well give them a listen, right?
Agreed. Send them in, Hawkins.
Alright, head right on in. Good luck. I really hope this works out.
I was wondering when you'd come back. I must say, I'm real disappointed in you. It's not every day I open my home just to get spit in the face. But before you say a word, I don't want to hear any excuse or sob story. What's done is done. Hell, like I'm even one to get upset about deserting. So let's cut to the chase. Sergeant Hawkins said you came here about a peace treaty. So, what are you offering? A meeting with your leader, eh? Normally I'd say this is a trap, but I trust you, Courier, and I think your head's in the right place here. Between the Legion and the damn cold, this place is nothing but a meat grinder for my men. If you're willing to give us one less worry, I'll take it. Tell your Domina that I'll meet her by the skids, near the Bicentennial Oak. It's neutral turf, so nobody's at a disadvantage. I'm bringing a squad of men just on the off chance this goes south. She's welcome to do the same. Oh, and one last thing, Courier. I really hope this Domina is not playing games. I'll give her a chance, but if this is a ruse or a trap, I'm coming for both of you. Understand? Glad to hear it. Now, if you please, I need to get back to my work.
Let me check that ticket number. Yep, here you go. Thank you for visiting Camp Phoenix, and have a nice rest of your day.
It's a pleasure to see you again. So at long last, this ends. I am unsure if it is relief or fear that rattles my bones at the moment. Years my mind has chewed upon this moment. This is never how I pictured it. Never did it end without the earth suckling blood from his corpse. Yet the Lord wills to shepherd us to peace. Through him, all things are possible, even redemption of the worst men. Let his will be done. Let us go meet with Blackthorn. Let us end this war.
Are you looking to buy something, stranger? Don't take it too personally. Most of the folk around here are a bit wary of new faces. We don't see many new faces out here. When you're out scavenging the wastes, you learn not to trust them, especially groups. Are you looking to buy something? Ain't scraping to get by, if that's what you're asking.
Well, I'll be. It's been a while since I've seen a new face. I'm Diana, and this here's my diner. Diana? Howdy, what can I... You've got hearing problems, don't you, sweetheart? Howdy, what can I... This here's the Skids, place where scavengers come to sell their gear and to get a meal. It's a good place to hold a business, and Clayton keeps most of the troublesome types away. Howdy, what can I get you? Typically, we usually just get regulars. Most aren't too keen on coming here, and the regulars aren't too keen with strangers. Oh, some superstitious idiots think the place is haunted or something of the sort. Don't pay those types any mind.
Howdy. Ain't welcome here, stranger. Quiet. Howdy. I ain't sell nothing to no stranger. Now get.
Haven't seen you around here before. What brings you to the Skids? Haven't seen you around here before. Name's Marshall Clayton. I'm in charge of keeping the peace around here. You find yourself in trouble, you come to me. Or Art Galt. He patrols nights. I thought I told you. My name's Marshall Clayton. It's a town for scavengers all around the wastes. People come from miles around to trade gear and get a nice hot meal at Diana's place. I tell you, you ain't eaten till you had yourself some of Diana's cooking. Ain't my place to diss 'em, but the locals don't like 'em snooping around. Frankly, I don't trust 'em either. Mostly, we get a few raiders that think they can take us, but they learn right quick. Other than that, We have some squabbles with locals and newcomers, but that's far and few between to be that much of an issue. I don't see why not. Seems nice enough. He's a bit of a newcomer, so I don't know much about him. She runs a diner in town. She's a good cook, and one heck of a woman. He's been around here for a long time. He used to run the drugstore, but then he lost his wife. Now he treats the place like it's haunted. Fell down a flight of stairs. What a way to go. All right.
Weird town. And by the way, I just realized that my microphone was switched off this whole time. My apologies. So I've been talking to emptiness. Yeah, what they doing here? Hi, hello.
You look at me as if you've seen a ghost. If we know each other, I apologize as I don't remember who you are.
You may not recall me, but the sight of your face still stings my emotional core. I too was on the battlefield that day at Helios 1. Then, I was Paladin Tasha Weaver.
Painful day for us all. But when isn't war? So why have you journeyed all this way, Tasha? Clearly there's more to this than simple vengeance.
You butchered those injured men, those pleading for a medic, for a chance. I saw them die, saw them reaching out to your assassin. I saw the betrayal cut forever into their faces. Has that not haunted you?
I have done everything I can to atone for what happened. It was, in part, the impetus for why I came here.
I'll place your judgment in God's hands. But from what I've seen, you are not the man I assumed you were. A man like that would never try to bring civilization to this godforsaken land. I'm willing to forgive you for Helios 1. To forgive what you did to your men.
Coming from an enemy commander, this sentiment means a lot. So you're proposing a truce, I take it?
I desire to help with the frontier's revitalization and protection. I offer an alliance against the Legion.
Could use the help, to be honest. I also hope this gives you some closure to what happened at Helios 1.
Indeed. I see a chance to let hatred die, to let the wounds of the NCR Brotherhood War finally close.
I hope so as well.
Then let us ready ourselves for the assault on Ostia.
A bold move to be sure. How do you suggest accomplishing such a feat?
I've brought an intel report from my recon teams. There are 2 hills near Ostia's main gate. Your tanks will take the left, and my snipers the right. My field commander and a fire team in full power armor will wait to flank along that ridge. Our main force will approach while tanks pound the gate. Once the gate is down, we sally forth to gain control of the main fortress. You and I, with a small team, will clean out the interior.
Not bad. I see why you got made a paladin. Well, it needs a few tweaks. It's otherwise a solid plan. I'll see you at dawn, Tasha. Godspeed.
General?
Domina.
What's that? Speak to...
Hey newbie, what can I do for you? A bottle of scotch I found in the round table room. Drank half, blacked out, and poof. The prototype was just laying there next to my hungover ass. Apparently, drunk Molly has some wicked tech skills. If only she would keep her top on, maybe we'd have a more amicable relationship. All right then.
Good to see you again.
I'll come back here then. I want to finish checking that town out. And then I'll see where the road takes me. And when I'm finished on that road, then I will come back and end this. But I'm not ready to end it just yet. Because I know everything that New Vegas has to offer. But I don't know everything that the Frontier has to offer. Like I may have already explored everywhere that can be explored, maybe. Maybe I haven't. Maybe there's more quests to find. I will say I'll be very disappointed in a way when I finally do beat this thing, because after that all there is just normal New Vegas. But I mean New Vegas is excellent, but I've played through that about 3 or 4 times now, I think. So I know everything that's to be found, you know. I very rarely find anything new in there. It's been such a nice breath of fresh air playing this. Not knowing what to expect and just wandering the wilderness and just seeing what you find. Very refreshing. Like, I'm not a big fan of Fallout 4. Played it and was really disappointed by it, to be honest. There's good parts in it, like graphically it looks excellent. Outstanding, if anything. The town building stuff is interesting, though overall I didn't like it. I mean, it's a nice thing to do for a little while, but it's not Fallout. Like, this is Fallout. You know, single player experience, not rebuilding, making camps and stuff. It's, you know, wandering around and talking to people and making choices and seeing consequences of those choices. And, you know, I can't look. Can I see it from here? You know, like having skill points and perks and stuff like that. You know, in Fallout 4 didn't have any of that. Like, well, it has its own perk system, but I don't know. Like, all the choices just all led to the same outcome. You had to play as a goody two-shoes in that. You couldn't play as a Shades of Grey or a bad person. So yeah, that was a major disappointment for me. And after that, I never played Fallout 76. I think that's what you call it. I ain't got no interest in that at all. You know, Fallout to me is single player. It's not multiplayer. It's not online playing with other people. It's about, you know, wandering the wasteland by yourself and yeah. That's Fallout for me. You know, I started out playing Fallout 1 and 2 and Fallout Tactics as well, and then played Fallout 3. And I love Fallout 3, even though it's very black and white in, you know, how the factions are. Enclave bad, Brotherhood good. You know, whereas New Vegas, it's like NCR not good, not bad, Shades of Grey, Legion bad. You know, the New Vegas, and this too, has things where people give you quests and then you make choices based on your own code of ethics, like what to you is right and wrong. It's not what the game tells you is right and wrong, it's what to you is. Like, I'm a big fan in this of the Great Khans, and you know, they're drug suppliers. And to me, that doesn't make someone, just because someone's like a seller of drugs, doesn't make them a bad person. I've known many people in my lifetime who do drugs and they're fine people. Not a user of it myself, but you know, each to their own. Alright, so let's pick a place to go to. A direction. We're gonna go here. Just wanna travel around and see if we find any new places. That's a shame, I thought there was gonna be more of a story to that, the Skids town. But no. Unfortunately, no, there wasn't. So unless I find a quest hub or something, then it's likely that the next video after this one will be the last one, as far as the frontier is concerned. We'll see what I find though. But, yeah. Where's the border? I just want to travel around towards any spots I haven't really walked yet. See if we find some stuff, and then after that, we'll go do the last mission. But we'll see what we can find. As I said before though, it is great to be walking around like a winter kind of region for a change. Oh. will say though, there's a few places where I'm like, what the hell is the purpose of that place? Like if you remember that big subway place I went to a while ago that was filled with Wendigos. I thought, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna get a quest for that. There must be something to do there. No. Nothing. Maybe it's with the NCR or the Legion side of things. Oh, shit. Fuck. That thing came out of nowhere. What? After all that, you can't even go up there? That's better. Oh.
Roger that.
Got it.
Roger that.
Sorry, man. There we go. Application. Something about a treasure in the well, it sounded like. I wonder what killed him. Looks like he was making dinner and then someone got in. Northeast? No. Should be that way, shouldn't it? Should be that way. But I just came from that way. So why is my map marker to the northeast? That's weird. Okay, well, where haven't we been? Yeah, so my last travels will be traveling over there. So I doubt you can go all that way. Then maybe traveling up here. Then travel to that corner. And maybe check around there. And then that'll be about it. Cool. It's weird. Faster walk, higher jump, but then agility -2. That's some good rad resistance there. Not as good as my advanced radiation suit, but pretty good. So if the Unclay is out here, how come there's no map markers? Just leave them. shame the Explorer perk doesn't work here. To show you where all the map locations are. Ah, speaking of which, there's 2 over this way. To the place. Nifty little trick, that one.
Get lost, kid. Or maybe you're just here to rob me. Ah, whatever. Take a seat if you want to talk. Otherwise, you'd best move on. Anything, really. It gets lonely out here. I wouldn't mind sharing a few stories to pass the time. Me? I have plenty to last me, don't worry. But tell you what, if you bring me a beer, I'll give you 15 caps. Bring me an Enclave helmet, and you get 30. If I go too far, scavengers will pick apart my shack, and it isn't like beer grows on trees. As for the helmets, well, that's none of your business. Friend's an old soul, like me.
Which one?
We won't be satisfied until we put the past to rest. Careful with that kid. She's fragile. Liable to fall to pieces if she's hit with a strong wind or some mean words. I traveled, much like you, I suppose. I wasn't a free agent, though. I was a soldier. One of the best. I fought for America. Fought to rebuild this country. It was a good life. I know what I said. I didn't. Life left me. You know how it is. Power changes hands, and before you know it, you don't recognize anything. But this was different. The new people in charge, they tore out the heart of the group, practically stepped on it. I left as soon as I was able, and from what I heard, I got out just in time. Plenty. NCR is a lot like old America. Optimistic, full of energy, bloated, too cocky to know when to stop. Blackthorn's different, though. He's military, no real political baggage. He could be the start of a new era for California, but history shows that military governments rarely last. Those scum, they're just a band of prepubescent, misogynistic raiders. If it weren't for their numbers, they wouldn't even be worth mentioning. I have to admit, though, Legate Valerius is self-aware. He seems to understand where Caesar went wrong. If anyone can get this whole Legion thing to work, it's him. They're an odd bunch. Can't say too much since they just arrived. From what I can tell, they follow a peaceful belief system, but they're driven by hate. A dangerous combination. Well, look who's back.
Alright, back to it. And don't worry, I can see that even though I placed the marker to the southeast, it's sending me east. But let us walk for a bit and see what comes. There's a good chance I've seen everything the mod has to offer at this point. And if that's the case, then that's unfortunate. The edge of the world, I think. Possibly. Yeah, it's not letting me go that way. I thought I was over there. Yeah, I'm right near the Robco Tower. That vertibird still hasn't moved. Let's hope this doesn't get me stuck. Probably going to hit the edge of the world in a sec. Tell they didn't expect people to be walking out here. It's very unfinished. That's not letting me. Oh, rocks. Okay. Wow, rocks everywhere. Very unfinished. Look at that. there's nothing out here. Alright, well... next one would be to go from... there you all are. That's cool.
Stay back! It's not what it looks like. I'm just looking for a cure. I'm sick. I'm becoming one of them. Look at me. I can't go back to the tower. It's bad enough they hate me for being a scav. Now please, leave me alone. I don't need pity, just a cure. Syphilis? That would explain what those things in my blood are. And these sores. I'm ashamed to say, with my past, it makes sense. Thank you for the diagnosis. Now that I know what the problem is, I can work on making some penicillin. An IV regimen will cure the infection. I used to work at the Filthy Nightingale. I did a lot more than just dance, as you've guessed. Just life for a poor scav girl. Or at least I thought. One day I just couldn't do it anymore. I saw an NCR poster on my way to work and decided that was my out. But they wanted no parts of me. I met this woman just outside Goose Hollow who gave me a pamphlet. I followed it to Abernathy and joined the Crusaders. I never fit in there either. Some holier-than-thou bitches made my life hell. Caddy doesn't do it justice. When I got really sick about a month ago, I left and found this place. It's close enough to the tower that I can sneak in and grab supplies unnoticed. Howell stopped me once, but I can tell he doesn't really give a shit. The only one I miss is Wendell. That man is a trip. I honestly don't know. Maybe after the infection is gone, I'll head to Junkfleet and look for a new start there. But hey, don't be a stranger. It's nice to meet someone in the wasteland that isn't a total asshole.
Tell that to Donald Trump. Ingestion of bleach. Ah, I've been around here. Near the amusement park where I got Skittles. So I'm pretty sure I've walked this way once before, so if that's the case, there shouldn't be any new map markers found this way. But I could be wrong. But I seem to remember going this way. And there's not very far left to walk. Then I'm just gonna go from maybe here to here, because probably you can't go there. And then there to there, and then around there. And then that's it. I think I might do that in another video though. so... Yeah, maybe I can get there. I miss having my rebreather. But I think I could swim for ages. Be careful with this stuff. Application. Monorail, monorail, monorail. hoping I don't get stuck. Come on, let me jump.
You've come a long way to die. Well, the least I can do is give you a good death. What are you talking about? You're not an assassin, are you? Well, forgive me. I'm not used to company. I honestly thought you were a Legion assassin. Well, as long as you do no harm to me or Dr. Hurt, you're free to stay here. You have my word as last Pathfinder of the Bleeders. Is there something you require? Nah, I doubt it, but I hope so. I'm the last true member of the Bleeders. I represent a threat to Kaisar and should be eliminated.
Caesar.
Though it seems I am the only one who holds this opinion. I have many scars from the bleedings. I wear these to prevent infection. You sound like Dr. Hurt. There is another reason I wear these, but that reason is not for an appendix's ears. Last Pathfinder, names don't work in the Bleeders like they do in your world. Our name denotes our position. All warriors are named Selin, all midwives, Utara, and all exiles, Resner. Well, normally, the Chandria leads the tribe, but in times of war and emergency, a Pathfinder who has absolute power is appointed. But there is no tribe for me to lead, and there never will be again. Thus, I am the last Pathfinder. This is the Bleeder Sanctuary. Once it held the greatest tribe in the frontier. Now it's a graveyard. It means outsider in my language. Selin is warrior. Chandria is chieftain, etc. No, Dr. Hurt is here as well. Don't let his name deceive you. He is a good man, better than me. If you require help, he can provide it. Very well. That is a closely guarded secret. Only Bleeders know the truth. Yeah, it's not for an appendix to know. The Bleeders were a great tribe, greater than even the Snowblind. We held Portland with an iron fist. All answered to the Bleeders. But like all who gain power, we grew complacent and weak. As the years went on, we lost our territory to the Scavs and the Snowblind. And then, then it was over. We believe that a person's soul, their very being, flows through the veins and arteries. The blood is life, and our flesh is a prison. To be free of the flesh, its distractions and failings, is to enter paradise. We would often free parts of ourselves with knives and other instruments. This was a communal activity. We were called the Bleeders for a reason. I know it sounds barbaric to an appendix, but there was no pain, no taboo. It was normal, and it was rare for one to die of a bleeding. When the bombs fell, our ancestors moved north to escape the blasts. They found themselves here in the sanctuary. Well, it was here they found books that showed them the truth regarding the blood. Dr. Hurt is in possession of those books now. Speak to him if you want to see them. The survivors scattered, and many joined the Legion, relinquishing their name and history. Only I remained at the sanctuary. I am the last true leader. You noticed that, huh? I meant no disrespect, but I'm old. Older than any bleeder should be. Typically, when one began to grow into an advanced age, a young bleeder would challenge them to the arena and give them a good death. That is now impossible. I will die a slow death. Dr. Hurt, my only company. I appreciate the offer, but no. Only a bleeder can issue the challenge. Yes. Yes, it does. Until we speak again.
I have no interest in joining the Bleeders.
A visitor? And here I thought we were finally gonna get some peace and quiet. I'm just messing with you. What do you need? The followers? No, but I've heard good things about them. I'm from a vault, Vault 32. It's a vault full of doctors and psychiatrists. It's home, but to be honest, I was glad to leave. The people there just seemed off. Medical books? The ones that inspired the Bleeders. It seems over time they gained some sort of religious fascination with them, which led to their beliefs regarding blood. Don't know where they got the raping and pillaging, though. Not much, to be honest. Last Pathfinder handles most things around here. I just change his bandages and help him when he asks. I guess you could say it's guilt. I know I can't keep him alive forever, but if I can help Last Pathfinder find peace, I may be able to get over what happened here. Probably. Dr. Zebediah Hurt, that's me. As for the name, well, let's just say my parents didn't exactly expect me to become a doctor. See ya.
just want to get to that corner, and then I'm going to end this video. Once I get there. I'm back here again. Well, looks like that place cannot be reached. So all that's left is to check from probably... yeah, from there to maybe here, and there to here. And then that's it. Alright, so I'm going to end this one here. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you'd like to be notified about when I go about putting up more videos in the Fallout the Frontier playthrough series, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube side of things to be notified when those videos are made available. Alright guys, have a good one.